Blackwood Manor, a name that sends shivers down the spine of anyone who hears it, a name whispered in hushed tones as if speaking it aloud might summon the very spirits that haunt its halls, a place where darkness reigned, where the very air seemed thick with malevolence and despair. Locals spun tales of its sinister past, stories passed down through generations, each more chilling than the last. Built on an ancient Indian burial ground, the manor was said to be cursed from the very beginning, a place of restless spirits where the souls of the departed could find no peace. The manor stood atop a desolate hill, shrouded in mist, a lonely sentinel watching over the valley below. Its silhouette, a jagged scar against the stormy sky, seemed to pulse with a life of its own. A brooding sentinel, harboring centuries of despair, its walls soaked with the sorrow of countless souls. It was said that those who dared to enter never truly left, their spirits forever trapped within its cursed walls. Blackwood Manor was more than just a haunted house. It was a living entity, feeding off the fear and anguish of those who crossed its threshold. It was a monolith of fear, a towering edifice that seemed to grow more menacing with each passing year, its presence radiating an evil that seeped into your very core, leaving you feeling cold and hollow. It was a place where the veil between life and death was thin, dangerously thin, where the living and the dead could almost touch. The manor's sinister reputation was legendary. Stories of unexplained phenomena, unexplained noises, unexplained tragedies, each tale more terrifying than the last. It was a magnet for the curious and the foolish. Those who sought to uncover its secrets often found more than they bargained for. Many had dared to enter its haunted halls. Few had returned. Those who did were never the same, their eyes haunted by the horrors they had witnessed. The walls were lined with old, dusty portraits, the eyes of the long dead seeming to follow you as you moved through the rooms. Flickering candlelight cast eerie shadows, making the house seem alive as if it were breathing, watching, waiting. The creaking floorboards and distant ghostly wails only added to the sense of dread that permeated the air. Abandoned children's toys lay scattered in a dusty room, a haunting reminder of lives interrupted. A clock frozen in time, its hands stopped at midnight, as if marking the moment when the house claimed its latest victim. A lone figure standing at a window looking out into the night as if waiting for something or someone that would never come. The manor's gates, rusted and overgrown with ivy, seemed to beckon you in, daring you to uncover the secrets that lay within. Blackwood Manor, a legacy of terror that would continue to haunt the living for generations to come. 2023. The year when the veil between the living and the dead seemed thinner than ever. A team of paranormal investigators prepared to confront the darkness of Blackwood Manor, a place shrouded in mystery and fear. Led by seasoned ghost hunter Daniel Hayes, his reputation preceded him, known for his relentless pursuit of the supernatural. A man who stared fearlessly into the abyss, unafraid of what might stare back. His team included Emily Carter, the tech specialist. Her expertise with gadgets was unparalleled. Her gadgets, the key to unlocking the manor's secrets, were meticulously calibrated for the task at hand. Mark Jenkins, the skeptic, armed with logic and reason, was the voice of doubt in a world of uncertainty. His skepticism, a shield against the unknown, often clashed with the team's beliefs, but kept them grounded. Claire Thomas, the psychic medium, brought a different kind of insight. Her connection to the spirit world was both a gift and a curse. Her gift, a dangerous connection to the spirit world, allowed her to communicate with entities beyond the veil. And Lena Petrov, the historian, whose vast knowledge of the past provided context to the present hauntings. Her knowledge, a weapon against the shadows of the past, was crucial in understanding the manor's dark history. Their mission, to uncover the truth behind the manor's haunting, a truth buried deep within its walls. Armed with the latest ghost hunting equipment, they were ready for whatever the night might bring. EMF readers, EVP recorders, infrared cameras, each tool designed to capture the unseen and the unheard. They were prepared to document every unexplained sound, every cold spot, every spectral apparition, leaving no stone unturned. They were determined to expose the secrets that Blackwood Manor held, secrets that had eluded many before them. But the manor had other plans. Its walls whispered of past horrors, its floors creaked with the weight of forgotten souls. It was waiting, watching, anticipating their arrival. The air was thick with anticipation, as if the house itself was alive, eager to reveal its dark tales. As the team stepped inside, they could feel the temperature drop, a chilling welcome from the manor, faces tense with a mix of fear and excitement. They knew this investigation would be unlike any other. Gadgets began to light up, signaling the presence of something otherworldly. The hunt had truly begun. They spread out, setting up equipment in various rooms, each corner of the manor a potential hotspot for paranormal activity. Claire, the psychic medium, felt a presence almost immediately. Her senses tingled, guiding her to a room where the air felt heavier. Lena, the historian, examined old portraits and documents, piecing together the manor's tragic past. Mark, ever the skeptic, took meticulous notes, his logical mind searching for rational explanations. Emily monitored the equipment, her eyes scanning for any anomalies, ready to capture evidence of the supernatural. And Daniel, the ghost hunter, led the team with unwavering determination, ready to face whatever the manor had in store. Sudden noises, cold drafts, and eerie whispers filled the night, each moment heightening the tension. They shared their findings and theories, each piece of evidence bringing them closer to the truth. As dawn approached, the team knew their time was running out, but they were determined to leave no mystery unsolved. They left the manor with more questions than answers, but with a resolve to return and uncover the full story. Blackwood Manor remained, a silent sentinel waiting for the next brave souls to dare and unveil its truth. The team's van rumbled up the overgrown driveway. The manor loomed before them, imposing, menacing. The air grew heavy, the silence deafening. The front door creaked open as if beckoning them in. Dust motes danced in the faint rays of sunlight that pierced the gloom. The air inside was stale, heavy with the weight of ages. The team stepped inside. Their footsteps echoed through the empty halls. Each step, a descent into the heart of darkness. The manor felt alive, watching them, judging them. Section 4, Whispers from the Past, the Secret of the Sacrificial Cult.
I felt a cold shiver run down my spine. There was a presence, ancient, powerful.
Lena led the team to the grand foyer. A massive chandelier hung precariously from the ceiling, its crystals dull and lifeless. Suddenly the chandelier crashed to the floor. A shower of sparks and dust filled the air. The team gasped in shock, fear tightening its grip.
I closed my eyes, my mind reaching out, seeking answers. I saw a vision, a group of hooded figures chanting around a bonfire, a sacrifice, a dark entity pleased by their offering. This house, it was built by a sacrificial cult.
Section 5, The Spirits Rise, a Descent into Chaos. The team pressed on, their investigation growing more intense. They explored the labyrinthine corridors. Each room, a testament to decay and despair. The air grew colder, the shadows deeper.
I felt a growing unease. The spirits were becoming more active, more aggressive. They were no longer content to observe from the shadows. They were ready to fight back.
Lena, still shaken from her vision, stumbled upon a hidden room in the basement. Inside, a dusty journal. Its pages filled with chilling accounts of the manor's dark past. The sacrifices, the rituals, the entity that craved their devotion. Section 6, Trapped in Terror, the Final Stand. The journal's revelation sent a chill through the team. They realized they were in over their heads. The manor was a conduit, a beacon for the supernatural, and they were trapped inside. The demonic entity that haunted Blackwood Manor was growing stronger. It fed on their fear, their despair. It was toying with them, herding them towards their doom. The night descended into chaos. The investigators hunted relentlessly through the manor's twisting hallways.
Emily, we've got to stick together.
Daniel and Emily, separated from the others, found themselves pursued by a shadowy figure, its eyes glowing red in the darkness. Section 7, The Curse Endures. Blackwood Manor claims its prey. The legend of Blackwood Manor is one that has been whispered through generations, a tale of a house that feeds on the souls of the living. Its dark history is filled with stories of those who dared to enter, only to never return. Lena, her psychic abilities overwhelmed, became a pawn in the entity's game. She had come to the manor, hoping to communicate with the spirits and bring peace to the restless souls. But the malevolent force within the house had other plans for her. Driven to madness, she fled to the attic. The once brave medium now found herself cowering in fear, her mind unraveling with each passing moment. The attic, filled with old relics and forgotten memories, became her prison, her screams echoing through the empty house. The sound of her terror reverberated through the halls, a chilling reminder of the power the manor held over its inhabitants.
My equipment, it's malfunctioning. The investigators, armed with the latest technology, found themselves at the mercy of the house. Their tools, meant to detect and document the paranormal, were rendered useless.
Claire's incantations only seemed to intensify the haunting. She had studied ancient texts and rituals, believing she could banish the spirits, but each chant, each spell, only seemed to anger the entity further.
It's not working. It's making it worse. The frustration and fear were palpable. The team, once confident in their abilities, now faced the reality of their situation. They were trapped in a house that thrived on their fear.
The team, broken and defeated, made a desperate attempt to escape. They ran through the dark corridors, their footsteps echoing in the silence. But the manor had other plans. The house seemed to come alive, its walls closing in, its doors and windows sealing shut. The front door slammed shut. The sound was deafening, a final, ominous note that signaled their fate. The windows, impossible to break. They pounded on the glass, their desperation growing with each futile attempt. Blackwood Manor had sealed them inside, their fate sealed. The house had claimed them, just as it had claimed so many before. The investigators vanished without a trace. Their equipment, their notes, all left behind as if they had simply ceased to exist, their screams the last signs of life. Blackwood Manor stood triumphant, its hunger momentarily satiated, but the curse endured. The house, ever watchful, waited for its next victims, waiting for the next unsuspecting souls to cross its threshold. The shadows seemed to move, whispering secrets of the past and promises of doom. Blackwood Manor remained a place of darkness, its halls filled with the echoes of those who had come before, their spirits trapped in an eternal nightmare, a place where the living dared not enter. The warnings were clear, but curiosity and bravado often led the unwary to its doors, and the dead never left. Their presence felt in every creak of the floorboards, every whisper of the wind. Blackwood Manor, a place where time stood still and the curse endured.